My agency and I have audited 15,736 e-commerce emails, and these are the top 3 things that most brands, including some big ones, do wrong: personalization, content, and calls to action. In this video, I want to show you some concrete examples of those mistakes that cost you thousands of dollars and show you how to fix them. A quick note that this video is sponsored by AdRoll, but more on them in just a little bit. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Kasey and I run Luck & Co agency. On this channel, I share marketing and retention strategies for e-commerce businesses. Everything that I share comes from experience of running retention marketing for 7- and 8-figure e-commerce brands, so you know that you're getting the real deal. If you don't want to miss anything, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and say hi to me in the comments. Personalization. Okay, so huge mistake number 1 when doing email marketing: personalization, or lack thereof, I should say. We found that a staggering 68% of e-commerce emails are not personalized at all. That means no mention of the recipient's first name, no tailored messaging based on their purchase history or behavior, nothing. And that's a huge missed opportunity. And I should say that the second biggest mistake in this category is trying to personalize, but failing. The classic example of this is messing up the first name placeholder. The type you see on the screen is the most embarrassing example of this. But writing hi space comma is almost just as bad in my book. Here's some easy ways to do personalization right and increase the click rate and conversion rate of your emails. First name in abandoned checkout emails. Start with abandoned checkout emails. This is the part of the customer journey where you have a lot of information about the shopper and where the stakes are pretty high. Your leverage for influencing a purchasing decision here is huge. Address the recipient by first name, but always have a default value. What's a default value? If the recipient does not have the first name recorded in their profile, what should show up in its place? The most common option is friend or there, so that it reads hi friend or hi there. But if you can make the default value more unique and relevant to your brand, even better. Hey adventurer for a travel brand or hey mama for a maternity brand are all great options. Here's a bonus tip and a more advanced technique. Reach out to your email platform and ask them how to force capitalize the first letter of the name, even if the shopper got it wrong in the checkout form. I think you'll agree with me that Hi Kasey looks much better than Hi Kasey when coming from a brand. Smart product feed. Here's another way to increase sales from your emails by doing personalization right. If you're featuring suggested products in any way in your emails, make it a smart product feed. Reach out to the support of the email platform that you're using and ask them how to make it happen. Any email platform that is focused on e-commerce should have this feature. Here's how Coach does it right. This is the item that I put in my bag, and here are more items that they're suggesting to me in their abandoned checkout email. All of them are right on point. Do you know how to set up a smart product feed like that? If not, drop a comment under the video right now and tell me which email platform you use so that I can record a short tutorial explaining how to build something like that in your email marketing platform. Today's video is brought to you by AdRoll, the one-stop shop for all your digital marketing needs. With AdRoll, you can launch display ads, social media ads, and email campaigns that engage existing customers, attract new customers, and grow your revenue all in one platform. It's the perfect solution for busy e-commerce brands that want to take their advertising game to the next level. The team at AdRoll prepared a special, free abandoned cart recovery guide that is linked in the description below. This guide is jam-packed with tips and tricks for recovering those lost sales and turning abandoned carts into revenue. It covers everything from understanding why customers abandon carts to creating killer emails that actually work. And the best part is that it's completely free. Just head over to the video description and download the guide right now. Content. I can't even begin to tell you how many emails my team and I open that show the product that the brand is selling, but give no reason for me whatsoever to buy it. The subject line would be something like, "You forgot this," and then the email would show me the product that I abandoned and a call to action to shop now. And that's it. I'm sorry, but why should I buy from you in the sea of 10,000 other brands that are trying to sell me their stuff? When you send emails like I'm showing on the screen right now, you're doing the bare minimum, reminding a person of the action that they took. Remember that the whole point of sending emails is either to help shoppers overcome objections or to convince them to buy, or both. And if you're just showing me the product, your convincing game is very, very weak. By the way, this approach goes beyond email. The whole job of marketing in general is to overcome objections and give reasons to buy. You should be doing that on your website, on your social media, and on other marketing channels too. But we're talking about email here, so let's come back to it. Now let's look at this abandoned checkout email. We're showing the product that the person abandoned, but then we tackle the main hesitations that shoppers have, the price. We call it out directly, and then we provide not one, not two, but 3 arguments for why it's worth it, and then strengthen it with social proof in the form of reviews, and top it all off with a happiness guarantee. And that's how it's done. Calls to action. Another key element of email that many brands get wrong is the call to action. In too many emails, CTAs are either too boring, too far down the email, too small on mobile, or non-existent. Remember that the whole point of email is to get the reader to the website, and people need something to click. Even if you're linking the images in your email, you still need a button if you want your click rate to be high. So remember, always have at least one button in your email. Don't put 2 buttons next to each other if you can avoid it. 2 buttons side by side will negatively affect your click rate because they create analysis paralysis. Anytime that you're asking your reader to make decisions, you're adding friction. Next, try to have your buttons higher up in the email. Not everybody who opens your emails reads everything or scrolls to the button. So the higher up the button is, the more people will see it, and as a result, the more people will click it. Visually, make sure that buttons are easy to click, even on mobile and even with fat fingers or fingers with long nails. This means that your buttons shouldn't be tiny, they need to stand out visually, and that's why I always advise against ghost buttons or outline-only buttons. And finally, as a more advanced level, try to have fun with your CTAs while keeping them clear. Shop now or buy now are good, but if you can make your CTAs more interesting, you'll see that people will click more. I'm showing a few examples of fun CTAs on the screen right now. Obviously, these would be highly specific to your brand and your audience, but this should give you some inspiration. Remember to stay clear though. A good rule of thumb is to have at least one straightforward CTA in the email, and then you can have more fun with the rest of them. If you're thinking, well, writing CTAs like that probably requires some stellar copywriting skills, you're right. Go check out my video on how to become a better copywriter with 5 easy techniques. It should be linked on the screen right now. Thank you so much for watching until the end. A special shout out again to AdRoll and a huge thanks for sponsoring this video. Go check out their free guide in the video description. And if you haven't already done that, please tap that like button. A few extra karma points never hurt nobody.